Okay, this is Alex, and we are down to, I believe, the last box, the last lock in the Grabbox Padlocks from eBay. So let's see what it is. Oh, Jesus. Save the best for last. I've never had luck with these. This is a tiny master lock company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, made in the USA. Shackle feels free. To be honest, I bought one of these at one point and I was never able to pick it, but maybe my skills are better now. But keep your expectations low, as they always should be for my work here. I expect that this particular device is going to be too thick, and I suspect that this is not going to fit properly in the hole. Yeah, it doesn't want to pass the... Oop, maybe I can get it in there. I do have this, which is clearly not going to fit, but I don't know, maybe it would if I lopped off part of it. I don't think I have any loppers out here. How about a wire-shaped thing? So we know that basically there's some little lever or something that wants to be filleted in here. I just said filleted, didn't I? That's really not what I meant. Alright, let's stare at the case for a minute. We've got a little rivet there. This doesn't detain anything, so if it's a lever lock, there has to be a there. That's the bolt release there. Okay, so it actually is a proper... Did that open? No. It is actually a proper lever lock. This is not the ideal tool, but should do the trick. Ha. No? Bugger. Well, we may have a fail here. At least until I go get revenge on this stupid thing. Alright. Dissection. Stand by. Okay, gang. Well, this is the last lock in the Padlock Grabbox of now doom. I do have, this probably will come in the middle of, or at the end of, I don't know, the video where I attempted to pick this thing and failed. Sadly, I actually do have a key for, I do actually have one of these with a key, and I should have gone and studied it a little bit more, but I got impatient and decided to go, follow Bill's example and just take it to a machine tool. And lacking a mill, I used my drill press. So I cut all the rivets and all of the various things that were fastening the top to this thing. And here's what I found inside. So there's the back of this stamped sheet metal. Here's the innards of this thing. So we have, first of all, the I can't find the tweezers I want, so I'm going to use these, but they're really kind of not the right kind of tweezers for this. We have a little guide, like you have in many lever locks, and this is not a lever lock technically, I think, but it's a warded lock, but that holds the key and makes it harder to pick, I guess. So we'll set that over here. See, are we still in frame? Yeah. let's move this way a little bit. Okay, and then over here, so the key turns this way. Over here, there's a bunch of little bits, and some of them move and some of them don't. This one doesn't. So this serves as a ward. This is a warded lock, as does the one below it. And so you can see that the key would need to have a relief cut for this one and not so much for this one, right? Because it would have to, you know, turn further. So you can take this off and set this over here. Put that there. And then there's another one of these things, which comes off after a fashion. Okay, so there's another one of those. I suspect these are mirror images of each other. And then we see an actual lever, and this is one of two locking levers. If I turn this at an angle and get these both set, okay, the camera claims that that's focused. You can see that there's an offset between these two, and what that tells me is that this actually wants two different bittings, or two different cut depths in the key. This one wants to be a little bit deeper than, or a little bit shallower than this one, so it wants it to stick out a little bit further. And then down here, there's one more of those ward things down there. So when I was trying to pick this, I assumed it had a bolt like a normal, and a stump like a normal lever lock would. And so I was trying to tension it, and I poked all around in here, and I probably did actually release one of these things at various times. Although the spring tension is really heavy. I mean, so here's a Peterson diamond, right? I'm gonna press with the back of it on here and just see the deflection? Like, that's barely moving it. I probably would have broken one of my wires doing that if it could even apply that much force. You need a lot of leverage to get that. But I wouldn't have gotten the other one. So, but if you do get both of them, then the lock, well, come on, spring open like that. And then we would have had an open. So not technically a lever lock, lever detainer, I don't think. I'm gonna call it a warded lock, just because of the way it works. And you'll notice that actually the bitting at this point, as long as they're deep enough or tall enough, it doesn't really matter, because these things can over travel ad nauseum. So you just have to push them far enough. But it does mean that the keys are not necessarily interchangeable between the locks, and that's probably a good thing. The body is made out of steel. The little detainery things are made out of steel. They look like hardened steel, but they're not. And that's about it. You'll also notice that if you had a shim of small enough size that would fit around something this diameter, this would absolutely be shimmable, because you just push these back, but it'd probably take quite a lot of force. So I'm not gonna investigate that any further. So this lock, unfortunately, has died a valiant but tragic death, and maybe these are not reversible. But we'll put him back together there, and yeah, there we go. So that's the master lock number 55, vivisection thereof. There we go. Anyway, thought that was interesting. I always wondered how one of these worked. I have, like I said, I have another one with a key, and I was never able to manipulate it open, and I kind of gave up and just said, wow, it's just some cheap master lock. But it's actually kind of a clever design. If I'd fashioned a different tool, I probably could have gotten it. But yeah, that's how it goes. So probably not a whole lot less secure than the master locks you can buy today, other than being made out of sheet metal. But it did take quite a lot of drilling to get this open. Anyhow, there we go. So this is Alex. Thanks for watching. Have fun, and as always, please keep it legal. And this concludes the Padlock Grabbox series. Cheers.